Hello everyone, this is Mayuri Mudliar and today we're going to be making Kabuli Chana Aloo Biryani. Welcome to Prep Cook Live. This biryani is made of chana and aloo and is really tasty. You must give it a try. Also subscribe to my channel and like the video if you like my recipe. Let's begin. So first I'm going to be heating some oil in a pan, that is about 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm also adding 1 spoon of ghee just to give a flavor. To this we'll add some spice now. So I am adding 1 spoon of Kashmiri red chili powder. This will give the potatoes a very good color as well as taste and spice. And I am adding just 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to mix this in the oil and ghee. This is ready to fry our potatoes. Now you can either take baby potatoes or else I have taken 3 potatoes which I have cut in half and I have boiled it and cooked it for 3/4 of its cooking time so that it doesn't splutter. Don't cook it too much, otherwise as soon as you put it in the oil it will start separating. So ensure that they are nice and firm. And once you boil the potato, a tip also that you can put it in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes and it becomes nice and firm. We'll mix this and coat the masala on all sides. And now I am just going to sprinkle some corn flour. This is optional but then it makes the potatoes really crispy and nice. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some corn flour on it. That's it. And I will mix this now. And we have to roast these potatoes nicely from all the sides till it becomes golden red in color. So we have to continue roasting, flipping it from one side to another till the time it becomes nice and golden from all the sides. This is going to take about 5 to 10 minutes. Keep the flame on medium so that it roasts well. These are ready. Like you can see, they've become nice and crispy and also nice golden color. I'm going to take this out in a plate. You can see how there's a layer formed outside the potato of corn flour. Now in the same oil we are going to make the chana masala. For that I'm adding 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. And I'm going to add some garam masala. So I have 1 bay leaf, 1 cinnamon stick, 1 badi ilaichi, that is a big cardamom, 2 regular cardamom, and about 2 to 3 pieces of nutmeg. And we're just going to roast this for about 2 to 3 minutes. I've kept the flame low so far. Once we add onions, I will put it back to medium flame. These are well roasted. Now I'm adding 1 sliced onion. And I'm just going to saute this for about 2 minutes. To this I am adding 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. And we are going to saute this as well. just for a minute for the raw smell to go off. I'm adding 2 small tomatoes which I have sliced, and 1 green chili which I have sliced as well. You can also fine chop it, and we are going to give this a good mix. We'll add in some spices. So I'm adding a bit of salt for taste, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, one teaspoonful of coriander powder, half teaspoon of regular red chili powder, the spicy one. Or you can also increase the spice if you want it more spicy. You can add 1 spoon of the red chili powder. Then I have a half spoon of cumin seed powder, and we are going to mix all of this well now. I'm going to cover and cook this for 5 minutes so that the tomatoes become soft quick. After 5 minutes, I'm just checking this. The tomatoes have become soft. Now I'm adding 1/4 cup of curd. And I'm going to mix this as well. Adding curd in biryani's vegetable recipe allows the moisture to be there in the biryani, so it's very important to add curd. And now we have to cook this till the time the tomatoes are nice and mushy, so that we get a good consistency of this mixture. And I'm also adding 1 teaspoon of kasuri methi, that is dry fenugreek leaves. I've crushed it and I'm adding it in. This will bring a really good flavor. I'm adding 2 big spoons of chopped mint leaves. This is important. As soon as you add this and mix, you will understand the flavor of this increases so much. It is smelling so good. Just give it a mix. Our masala for chole is ready and is smelling absolutely good. I am just going to cover this and simmer it for about 5 minutes so that the oil starts to separate. Let's check. As you can see, oil is started to separate. The gravy is completely cooked. You can also see the tomatoes have become nice and mushy. Now I'm adding 1 cup of the Kabuli chana, which is the chickpea or legume. I have soaked this overnight and then cooked in the cooker for about 4 to 5 whistles, and it should be nice and cooked. When you press it, you should be able to press it very easily and check if it's cooked before you add it to the gravy. Mixing all this well once. And I'm going to cover it, and for 5 to 7 minutes on low flame we have cooked this. Now let's prepare to put our biryani on dum and assemble everything. So first what we need to do is, you just need to evenly spread this in the same pan, or if you want to put it on dum in some other pan or a vessel, you can do that as well. So I have spread this evenly. And now I'm adding pre-cooked rice. Now how to cook this biryani rice I have already shown in my other biryani videos. I will also give the link in description box. It is also there on my website www.prepcooklive.com. You can see there as well. And also towards the end of the video I will put in a video of paneer makhani biryani which I had made, in which I showed briefly how to cook this rice for biryani, which also gives a good flavorful rice to add it in biryani than adding the plain white rice. So I have just put all of the rice here and I'm spreading it equally. Now I'm going to put in our fried potatoes, just randomly placing it. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of ghee. Now for total we've taken 3 tablespoons of ghee for this recipe. One we added in the beginning while we were roasting the potatoes, and the rest I'm adding now. You can also skip this if you don't want to add ghee, or if you want to smoke up a coal, this is the right stage to do it. I have 1 cup of fried onions that I am just going to add on top. How to make fried onions I've already shown in my Burmese khause video. And I'm also adding some coriander leaves on top. And we are going to cover this and put on dum for 5 to 10 minutes on low flame. If you don't have a lid that is appropriate for dum, you can also put in a lid and seal it with the roti dough like I showed in my paneer makhani biryani recipe. You can also seal and give dum that way. Let's check. It smells absolutely fantastic and I'm sure it's going to be very delicious. So you can serve this in the layered way like we have put it right now as well. But I like to mix it, so I'm going to mix it and mix it with very light hands. You shouldn't be breaking the rice or potatoes and mashing everything up. So with very light hands, just toss it up and down and you will be able to mix it very easily. I have mixed all of this well. I hope you've liked my recipe. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and also comment below in the comment section how did you like the recipe. See you until next time in the kitchen of Prep Cook Live.